What is a tampon? A tampon is a menstrual product designed to absorb blood and vaginal secretions by insertion into the vagina during menstruation. Unlike a pad, it is placed internally, inside of the vaginal canal. Once inserted correctly, a tampon is held in place by the vagina and expands as it soaks up menstrual blood. However, in addition to menstrual blood, the tampon also absorbs the vagina's natural lubrication and bacteria, which can change the normal pH, increasing the risk of infections from the bacterium Staphylococcus aureus, which can lead to toxic shock syndrome, also referred to as TSS. TSS is a rare but life-threatening infection that requires immediate medical attention. My personal experience with tampons. During my late teens, 20s, and potentially very early 30s, I wore tampons. Previously, I would wear a tampon and thin pad just to ensure there was no accidental leakage. At some point, I began studying the body. More importantly and specifically, I became very informed about my own body. I began to question everything I was consuming and using in and on my body, to include my mind. One topic I explored when learning about my body was how I managed the blood being collected by the tampon. I will refer to this blood released during menstruation as waste for the remainder of this video. I wore tampons for perceived convenience and for aesthetic reasons. They were small in size, so I could carry them around discreetly. Also, tampons did not cause a bulge visible to others when worn under clothes. I wore them because others I knew were also wearing them. Therefore, my choosing to begin wearing tampons was not a conscious decision. However, my choosing to stop wearing tampons was a conscious decision. Then, I realized or learned this waste was designed to leave the body once a month. It was not designed to remain in the body. I felt I was capturing waste and holding it in my body beyond the time needed. I chose to discontinue the habit of wearing tampons and switch to wearing pads only. What is the menstrual cycle? Consider this. The menstrual cycle is the monthly series of changes a woman's body goes through in preparation for the possibility of pregnancy. Each month, one of the ovaries releases an egg, a process called ovulation. At the same time, hormonal changes prepare the uterus for pregnancy. If ovulation takes place and the egg isn't fertilized, the lining of the uterus sheds through the vagina. This is a menstrual period. So the waste produced if an egg is not fertilized is attempting to leave the body. Instead, you may be holding it in the body using a tampon. Inserting something in the vagina to block the flow of waste is nothing new. In ancient Rome, women made devices similar to tampons from wool, while ancient Indonesian women used vegetable fibers. Women in Africa made such devices from grass, and ancient Japanese women created similar devices from paper. The word tampon originated from the medieval French word tampion, or a cloth stopper. Tampax, Kotex, and others are some brand names for tampon. The point of this video is to remind you of the purpose of the menstrual cycle. Yes, there is a purpose. Why do some people put effort into hiding this monthly event? It is natural, trust me. I once tried to hide it too, even if I was doing so subconsciously. The other reminder from this video is you have the option to choose what you put in and on your body. Keep in mind, a convenient thing may not be the healthiest thing for your mind and/or body. Also, just because you may have been doing a thing one way does not mean you have to continue doing things that way. You may change your mind at will, even when deciding whether to begin using tampons or deciding to discontinue using tampons. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to Very Simple Everything.